In his book, You Are Not So Smart, David McRaney delves into the various ways in which human cognition can be deceived, misled, and otherwise malfunction. The author argues that our brains are not nearly as rational, logical, or self-aware as we like to think they are, and that a host of cognitive biases, heuristics, and fallacies conspire to create a distorted view of reality. Throughout the book, McRaney provides numerous examples and case studies drawn from psychology, neuroscience, and everyday life to illustrate these points. One of the key themes of the book is the role of confirmation bias in shaping our beliefs. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, while ignoring or discounting information that contradicts them. This bias can lead us to form beliefs based on flimsy evidence, or even outright fabrications, as long as those beliefs align with our preconceived notions. For instance, McRaney tells the story of a man named Joe who became convinced that his neighbor was a serial killer based on a few circumstantial pieces of evidence. Despite the lack of concrete proof, Joe's confirmation bias led him to interpret every new piece of information as further evidence of the neighbor's guilt. Another important concept discussed in the book is the idea of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance occurs when we hold two contradictory beliefs or values at the same time, and it can be extremely uncomfortable. To reduce this dissonance, our brains have evolved a variety of coping mechanisms, such as rationalization, selective memory, and even outright denial. For example, a person who has just quit smoking might begin to believe that they never really enjoyed it in the first place, despite years of previous enjoyment, in order to reconcile their new non-smoking identity with their past behavior. The book also explores the role of social influence in shaping our beliefs and behaviors. Humans are highly social creatures, and our brains have evolved to help us navigate complex social environments. As a result, we are highly susceptible to peer pressure, conformity, and other forms of social influence. McRaney provides numerous examples of this phenomenon, such as the famous Milgram experiment, in which subjects were willing to administer potentially lethal electric shocks to another person simply because they were told to do so by an authority figure. In addition to discussing these and other cognitive biases, the book also delves into the ways in which our brains process information and make decisions. For instance, McRaney explains how our brains are wired to prefer simple explanations over complex ones, a tendency known as the law of least effort. This bias can lead us to embrace oversimplified explanations for complex phenomena, even when those explanations are demonstrably false. Throughout the book, McRaney also emphasizes the importance of self-awareness in overcoming these cognitive biases. By recognizing when our brains are leading us astray, we can begin to question our beliefs and make more rational decisions. However, as the author points out, self-awareness is not always enough. Sometimes, we need the help of others to point out our own biases and blind spots. In conclusion, You Are Not So Smart is a fascinating exploration of the many ways in which our brains can deceive us and lead us astray. By highlighting the role of confirmation bias, cognitive dissonance, social influence, and other cognitive biases, McRaney provides readers with a deeper understanding of human behavior and offers valuable insights into how we might be able to improve our decision-making processes. The book is both engagingly written and meticulously researched, making it essential reading for anyone interested in the workings of the human mind.